Got very, very familiar with it. This was back in the days of PAS 55 when that was first stood up, and then ISO 55000 came along. And the Corps saw, at least the civil works side of it, saw a lot of advantage in aligning with those principles and bringing a lot of clarity to the organization and the actual decisions being made, the investments being made, and how to actually adjudicate across all those things in a more reasonable fashion. Because the whole point of the Corps of Engineers, Public Works, Civil Works is to deliver benefits to the nation. And the more clarity we had to do that, the better those benefits could be delivered and the more benefits you could deliver for essentially the same amount of money.
We're really proud and pleased that we released our first strategic asset management plan this year. It does align with the ISO 55000. And with the pandemic, we have seen some great efficiencies from releasing that strategic asset management plan. Our next iteration will be more heavily focused on strategy. We hope to have that out next year. And you can look at our strategic asset management plans available to the public on our website, which is www.usbr.gov.
An enterprise policy, our Director of Civil Works, who's the senior civilian in our agency, he's expressed his desire for asset management. He's very adamant about it. He had he's identified 6 policy objectives for us. One of them, cross-functional integration. He wants us to achieve very specific goals in the program, and one of them is to align with the ISO 55000. So we're busy with that right now. I would say early spring we'll have a draft, and that draft will start animating follow-on work. The work that we're doing right now is really to identify the needs, and then we're going to follow on for 2 or 3 years, probably stitching some of these organizations together, stitching decision-making processes together so that we can get better enterprise value.
Thank you all very much for being here and for obviously, carrying the idea of asset management, ISO 55000, forward in the U.S. You truly are setting a model for what others can do. The scale of the assets you're dealing with is mind-numbing for me. And I'm really struck by the ease with which you all addressed how asset management, even though I guess maybe you would say you're all, on the path, but not anywhere near to where you want to go, still making plans. Yet how it helps with cybersecurity, the story about COVID response was stunning. You just don't think about the way that this can play out. So from an ALN perspective, we're just looking for ways to get this out there and to share it with more people. I'd like to follow up with you all on what we can do. We need this information and this video from this needs to be broadly seen so people can understand what's happening.